midsection, looking for Pop Rocks! Pop Rocks! Roxanne wins! Perez is...
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoon Delight. So, got a lot to delve into. I want to first start out by saying that this did catch me by complete surprise, and just like last night's results, I now kind of understand why this move was made now. Because last night it honestly didn't make a lot of sense. When Mandy dropped the title like she did, Roxanne Perez, I said she will be the next one to get it. I always believed that they were building her up to be the next one to get it. I'm not shocked she has it, the title, is when she has the title, because I thought they were going to wait a little longer. So, I thought they were also going to have this match maybe at New Year's Evil, which is the next big television, or, USA Network special, whatever you call it, for NXT themed episode, or Vengeance Day, which is the next network special in February, because that one was going to be in a stadium, or not a stadium, or an arena in Charlotte, where the Hornets play. I was about to say the Bobcats, where the Charlotte Hornets play. So I originally thought they were going to do the match then, or maybe before then. And then the other scenario, because I made this poll on Saturday, I asked, how do you think this was going to go for this first match? I thought she was going to have a rematch against Mandy, because I thought Cora Jade was going to get involved somehow, and it cost her the opportunity then, and then somehow, Roxanne would get another opportunity and she'll win it then. That's how I thought this was going to go. So when yesterday we saw that Mandy Rose actually agreed to have the title at the end of the night, I'm like, okay, something's up. Something's up. And then she loses to Roxanne Perez that same night. Right when Roxanne wins the Survivor match on Saturday at Deadline, she gets the title right away. So that booking was weird to me. I'm happy that Roxanne has won, because she's one of my favorites on the roster. But at the same time, I was like, this is kind of weird, though. Something's up. So I wake up today, a little earlier this afternoon. I wake up, and I get on my feed, one of the Dirt Sheet guys on YouTube says Mandy Rose gets fired or released from the WWE. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, what the hell? It shocked the hell out of me. I haven't been this shocked in a 24-hour span by the WWE in some time. And I'm like, everything with this was shocking. I'm like, whoa, what happened? Because I'm like, this is the same girl that was carrying NXT on her back since last fall, when she won the Chucky Choice match at Halloween Havoc or whatever last year, and has had the belt for over 400 days. She was about to beat Shayna Baszler's record, I believe, after this week. Shayna Baszler's all-time, Shayna Baszler had the previous record for longest reign. It seemed like Mandy Rose was going to easily surpass that and be number one in the record books for NXT. When I saw that she was released to the fire, I had to know the reason. I had to click on the video. And so the video was telling me that apparently Mandy Rose has had some explicit content on the website she has. And I think she's been under investigation for a little bit of time now, because reportedly, I think there was a fan actually threatening her to send her some money, because one of the photos got leaked or something on her social media account. I don't know which one. I think it was Twitter, but it got leaked, and so the WWE ended up knowing about it. The fan wasn't going to delete it until she got some money, so it's a whole extortion, blackmail type thing. And I'm like, damn, what's going on? I'm like, at this point, I'm like, okay, this is a little bit deep now. So first of all, I didn't even know Mandy Rose had an OnlyFans type of site on the side that she was doing. I didn't even know she was making explicit photos and stuff like that. Don't have a problem with that, by the way. Hey, do what you do. I always felt like wrestlers, especially wrestlers, since they're independent contractors, they're not in a union or anything like that. I always felt like they should make their own money. I was just talking last week about Dakota Kai and her Twitch channel. But Paige actually went through some of the same stuff that Mandy Rose is going through right now. You know, she had her thing. She had her Twitch page that she was making extra money from. And a lot of this has to do with the WWE doesn't like to see their wrestlers make extra money outside the company or more money than what they're probably making on the roster. Because I don't know what, you know, Mandy Rose's contract was with the WWE. And I bet you she is making more money off this website than she is making if she was just wrestling full time, you know, and that was the only thing she was doing. And I'll get more into this later, but I know she also has a bakery business. She has like a bakery business because she actually talked about this in an interview. She's trying to expand in the future her bakery business. It's some type of I don't know if it's like donuts or some type of pastry or something. Something that she her and her family, I think, made. But she's trying to expand it. I think it was donuts though. But it was something like that, and she's trying to expand it. You know, right now I think there's like one like in Florida or something like that. She's trying to expand it outside of Florida. Probably after her career was over, she was going to more, you know, focus in on it a little bit more. Her wrestling career, I mean. And I just could never understand, you know, this whole situation because, like I said, I didn't know this website exists. So I got a lot of information from people, finding out from people that she was making a lot of money from there. She was getting paid really good tips. Like, I think she was getting like $300 tips and stuff like that. Kind of reminded me of what EDP 445 used to make a couple of years back on YouTube and those donations he used to have. People used to pay him like $500 to twerk. So I think she's been doing like live streams on there and shit like that, and she's been making a lot of money from that. People buying her stuff. It's like OnlyFans, like, or whatever. And so I didn't know that this was around. I wish I did because I would have been able to kind of see how that goes, but I'm definitely going to check it out now. It's something called Brand Army or something like that. I like I said, I haven't even checked out the site yet. I'm going to check it out later this week when I have time. But apparently she was fired over the pictures because I guess it violated the policies or whatever. But I can almost understand why she wasn't suspended, because why would you bring somebody back if they're still going to go against company policies? But it looks like Mandy Rose was standing her ground. Looks like Mandy Rose was not going to, she was probably threatened by the WWE to take the site down, or she was getting fired. And probably because her and her husband was making really good money, because I think they took a picture or something too. Like somebody said they took a picture in the shower or something that was out there on the site, and it got leaked outside of the site. But look, if they're making that much money doing that stuff, if I'm Mandy Rose, I won't walk away either. It just comes down to how much that you want to wrestle. Like, that's really what it comes down to. And Mandy is someone, she's like dead in the prime of her career. Like, she's in her early 30s. She's not super young like her teammates Jacy and Gigi, who are in their mid 20s. So a lot of they used to call them divas in the WWE. Thank God they don't no more. Like Nikki Bella, the Bella twins, they retired in their 30s. And then I think who else? The Ilphonis, or the Inspiration from Impact. Remember, they retired last year out of nowhere, but they were young as well. So a lot of female wrestlers tend to retire pretty early. A lot of them don't really hang around into their 40s and stuff like that, or even upper 30s. So she was probably just going to do a run in the WWE with her new character, and then she was probably going to call it quits in a few years, you know, if she wanted to. But I'm pretty sure she has a passion for wrestling, though, because look how hard she's worked. I mean, she's worked very hard to get into her position. Remember, she was taken as a joke before, but she's worked really hard to get into her position, and I respect that about Mandy Rose. Like, she's become a great in-ring wrestler. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the work she put into becoming that, and then she, a great character, by the way. Since she's been in Toxic Attraction, this is one of the best female characters I've seen in pro wrestling history. Her character in Toxic Attraction as a stable. It's a simple group. A leader, an older leader takes 2 young girls under her wing. They are mean girls at the core. They're beautiful people. It's like a rebooted version of the Beautiful People from for those of y'all that watch TNA back in the day, y'all know what I'm talking about. The Beautiful People. But it's like a new version of that. With look, I think a little better twist on it though. Like, I like the Beautiful People, but there was some things that I felt like was missing from the Beautiful People that could have made it even more enhanced. Toxic Attraction has that it factor to me. Like, they just got that it factor. Like, it's just something about them, and they've been carrying this company on their back for over the past, a year and a half. And I think Jayne was like, give the girl her flowers. Jayne's such a real one. I've really come to respect, out of a lot of the younger female wrestlers, I've really come to respect her the most. I haven't heard from Gigi Dolin yet, but I'm pretty sure she's upset as well about this whole situation. But it's crazy, man. Like, it is crazy. This was like so shocking. And it hurts because I've been looking forward to Mandy Rose being on the main roster for some time now. I've been looking forward to Gigi being on the main roster. And we won't see it. Being on the main roster as his character. I was really thinking about buying her cap. Her cap that she's got on, that she wore yesterday. That was a cool ass cap that she wore. That black and red baseball cap with the Toxic Attraction. I was like, this shit. They could have did an alternate version where they had the rose on the lid on the front of the front of the cap too. They could have did that too, man, as an alternate version, man. I was loving that, man. That looked really good. Now all of it gets thrown away. And look, she could be back, but if she doesn't take the site down, and I don't think she should. Personally, as someone, I'm self-employed myself. As someone who's self-employed, I believe you should work for yourself. If you have the skills and you have the audience like that, you should work for yourself. And Mandy has no reason to go back unless she just wants to wrestle. Maybe she wants to go back to the main roster and improve herself. Maybe she does. I would believe that's the only reason why she returns. I don't think it's for money because she's clearly probably making a lot more money from this website. And then I was just telling you about the bakery business that she has that she could work more on now that she's out of wrestling. She will have 2 incomes. She had a website and she had a bakery. Somebody said they tried her stuff too, her bakery. I was still trying to figure out if it was donuts or not, because I forgot what she said in the interview. I hadn't watched it. It was an interview she did back in September, and she talked about her bakery business and getting it more up and running, getting it more spread out a little bit more. And I was like, bro, I want to taste her bakery, because somebody said they actually tasted it before and it was good. So I just to support her, I will do it. But hopefully you guys continue to support Mandy Rose. I've really grown to respect her. I saw her face at the end when she lost. I definitely think this wasn't something that just came about today. She knew. Like, this was something they probably told her when this was going to be her last day working here, because we're going to take the title off of you. She knew last night. This wasn't anything new. It just was official today. But she probably found out last week or last night. So before she came into work, she probably knew that she was going to lose the title to Roxanne Perez and be fired. And this is the way they were going to write her off. Like I said, I still hope she returns, but look, there's other opportunities. The good thing about pro wrestling now, if she still wants to wrestle, she doesn't necessarily have to come back to the WWE. She's got a lot of people she's worked with in the WWE, in AEW right now. I would say the most successful of those girls is Toni Storm, Saraya herself, Paige. You know what I mean? We know her troubles with the WWE in the past. She could take her route and go there. Toni, like I said, I think Toni Storm has been the most successful one so far because she's held the title for a few months. Ember Moon has gone there. Some other girls too. But you also got Impact. So if you want to go down with the best, because Gail Kim, the way they book that shit, they still got the best women's division in all the wrestling to me right now. They ain't got Sasha Banks, who's in New Japan. You could go to Japan. I mean, you got so many opportunities. I mean, you know, they're in the Indies, but I'm not sure if she want to work on the Indies. That's so I don't think the money be good. But yeah, man. I mean, she's got some opportunities. Look, AEW probably wouldn't mind having Mandy Rose right now. In Impact, I think if they know that she's interested in coming down there, they'll do it. But we'll see what her WWE future is. I don't think this is the last time we're going to see her, but it could be. I am in support of her, and I am in support of her not budging on this. If she truly has to get rid of the site, don't budge. Don't budge. Keep that income coming in. That is good income that she's got coming in from there, and she's got the bakery business. If the WWE can't comply with it, fuck them. Fuck them. That's what I will say. It's just sad because I wanted to see the day when all three of them in Toxic Attraction are on the main roster together. Never going to see that day now, probably. It's so sad, man. Let me know y'all thoughts, man. Go ahead and hit the like button, man. Hit the like button for me. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new in the zoo. Any comments y'all got, definitely put them below. And if you want to donate to the channel, hit the super thanks button below, guys. I much appreciate it. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a real shame. Real shame, man. I'm gonna try to put her website on the screen as well, if I remember. Like her website. I'm gonna try to find it so you guys could go to it and support her. I definitely think she should be supported because she worked very hard. One of the things I really like about Mandy is that she really worked hard to get back. She took that demotion to NXT and she ran with it like I've seen nobody run with it before. And it's a true disappointment that this all happened the way it did, man. It really is. It's a disappointment, man. Thank y'all for watching. After News to Like.